So the live stream came and went, and I just thought I'd just do a review on what I think about what happened and how I think, they've changed, and if it was waste of time or if it wasn't. So, generally speaking, what did we start off with? Well, we started off with a 30-minute delay, which was great. I thought so that they could set themselves up or anything, and then the whole thing was pre-recorded. So I don't know why they called it a live stream when they literally could have just put it on YouTube and it would have done exactly the same thing, but let's not get into that. So, the first 20 minutes were actually pretty exciting. You got to see all the new stuff from Set 5, which honestly looks pretty cool. I mean, honestly, they could have just released as any cards and I would have think they were cool. Wreck-It Ralph is one of my favourite movies when it comes to Disney, so actually, I did appreciate them doing that. So, like, the fact that they have races and stuff like this, it's a cool addition to the game, and I think, good stuff, 10 out of 10. Really like it. When we went on to the Vicious, the board game, annoyingly, I would have actually liked them to, like, open it and play it rather than just show us the characters inside, which, like, whatever. Like, I understand that, like, probably quite a lot of people have played it, but people like me who aren't really into it, and actually, my other half probably would really like to play it, because it's a board game for Disney that you have to, like, play as well, and it's something that if she comes to a tournament and doesn't want to play against a bunch of nerds who are playing cards very well, she can play a board game and still do, like, get prizes and stuff like that. And I think it's something that should be shown a lot more, but for some reason they're trying to, like, crowbar it in, and, like, they're like, oh yeah, and if you buy this you get a specific card, which honestly did somewhat convince me to buy the board game, because I get a card in it that you can't get anywhere else. So I probably will buy the board game. I'll probably buy it for her as well. But it's one of those things where I'm like, why not just push that a bit more but on the live stream, why not play that? Which I felt like was really weird. They didn't play it yet. They were like, oh, let's play Ursula instead for literally 30 minutes, which we'll get into later. But, like, yeah, I think it's a bit silly that they didn't do anything more about that, because actually I think it is a really cool thing. And yeah, I don't know, I think that they could have done a lot more with that. So we saw new cards, we saw the map, and then that was basically it. There wasn't really anything else. They were like, yeah, guys, look, we did a trove. And it's like, yeah, I mean, you've done a trove all the time, right? It's not exactly that crazy. Look at the dice counters you get, like, cool, I guess. It's cool, like I say, like, I wasn't expecting too much, but yeah, this was all pre-recorded, so I don't really understand why they did that. I just want to say about Pixelborn. They didn't mention Pixelborn. Of course they didn't mention Pixelborn because it has nothing to do with them. It's Disney who shut it down. Ravensburger, I guarantee you, did not want that to happen. If anything, they are so gutted that Pixelborn's gone. I genuinely think that there is a way around it, and I think I'm working on a way that we could get round Pixelborn, and I just want to check that everything is okay, but I would like to. I have a way around. I think there's a way around that we can do this. But yeah, it's very sad. They were never going to mention it, so, the comments were about it, everything was about it, and I was like, yeah, they're not going to mention it, guys. People get commenting on Twitch like, oh my god, guys, like, oh, answer this, answer this. I was like, can you not tell it's pre-recorded? It's clearly pre-recorded. So I don't know why they did it as a live stream, and especially that was half an hour late for a pre-recorded live stream is an interesting one. So the last half of the whole thing was basically them playing Ursula, which honestly was a waste of time. I did not care about Ursula. I literally went off to go cook, I'm pretty sure is what I did, while they were doing that, because I was like, why am I watching this? I was like, I don't need to watch you guys playing it, and they lost. Like, that's the worst part about it all. They flipping lost. They specifically said they made decks for it, and they lost. Like, me and my friend played it, and we won. And we were just two of us. There was three of them, and they lost. Genuinely terrible. Why they thought this was necessary is crazy to me. If it had been like a new one, if they were like, oh, here's a new deck or something, because in my opinion, you can make a new deck. It's not that difficult to make a new deck, right? Like, they've already made the Ursula one, make another one, just make it similar. You can literally use some of the same characters, it's fine, but just make a different villain. It's not that deep, there's so many villains. Make another one, who cares? So I think this is something that I'm a bit annoyed that they spent that long doing it, and it was really funny because you could literally see the count go down. It started off at 4,500 people. By the end, they were on like 2,000. So they lost loads of people its interest so quickly. And it was just one of those things where it's like, look, in my opinion, if you actually want to do something on a live stream that you want to, waste some time, I guess, because that's basically how I felt they were doing this. Why not, instead of doing that, which was rubbish, and everyone has seen that, if you wanted to play the Ursula game, you've played the Ursula game. Especially on easy, for goodness sake. Everyone's played that, waste of time. Why not do a highlight from one of the best matches that you had for all of these challenges? One of the live streams that you had, that you could just do the best matches that you had. Like, I don't know, one of the really close ones, or a really cool one, or someone who's using a really cool deck. Why not do that instead and show that? If you just want to waste time, why not just do that rather than being like, oh, let's play an old Ursula thing that came out literally before everything else. It came out before all these challenges, so it's not even that new. It came out a month ago. Like, that's not new. You're on a live stream to show new stuff, and you're literally not showing anything new. But yeah, I just found that a bit crazy. I found that a bit of a waste of time, and honestly, I wasn't particularly happy about that bit. But I will say, like I say, the first 20 minutes were exciting. The set 5 seems pretty cool. They are doing a lot of tournaments and stuff, so that is really good. And they've organised good tournaments. I'm not going to lie. The tournaments that I've been to, and the tournaments that are being set up and stuff like that, I can clearly see they are improving. They are listening to their fans. So there is really good improvement, and I think they will carry on. But yeah, this live stream was a bit interesting. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Put in the comments anything you missed, or just honestly put in the comments what you guys think, because I'm always interested. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy.